Okay, it was launched a year ago.
But it's been finished in the 100-day period.
That face speaks 1,000 words, doesn't it? Bravo, Reform, bravo! They've proper hit the ground running, haven't they?
I don't think we need things like this in our reports. Thank you very much, Chair.
That is Staffordshire's Conservative County Councillor, Philip White, in the Corporate Overview and Scrutiny Committee on the 28th of October 2025, where the Reform-led Council's hitting the ground running manifesto, so to speak, was under scrutiny. How was Reform Councillor Chris Large up to the task? Have they hit the ground running?
My first questions are about the structure of the report itself. It's changed a little bit. I note from the previous reports that we've had, and we've got an introduction and a first section on here about reforms, first 100 days. So I presume that means that everything that's in this report that's in the 100 days section you're claiming as something that reform has delivered. Is that correct?
These are some of the initiatives that we put forward in the first 100 days, yes.
Right, okay, thank you. So just running through some of these, and there's a really helpful graph, isn't there, in Appendix 1 with a little trophy.
Is that on page 48?
Well. Yes, I was just trying to find it actually, so thank you for that. So amongst reforms, and this is the change, the report has now got a political element to it rather than just being a report on council activities. So 100-day delivery highlights. So adult social care services rated good by the CQC. Could you just confirm that the CQC inspection took place in February and March, so before the Reform administration took over the running of the council?
That's a good question. We'll come back to you on that one.
Well, it's factually correct. So that happened in February and March.
Oh dear, not a good start. Surely we'll see Reform Council pick up the pace and show that they mean business and meant business for the first 100 days.
So that is a success of the council, which we all celebrate, but it's not something that Reform had anything to do with. New flag protocol, yep, that's absolutely Reform. Launched Screen Staffordshire. So Screen Staffordshire launched in April 2024. So in what way is that a 100 days delivery highlight for your administration?
It's a highlight that's been put forward through this 100 days, so the achievement of it. That's all we're showing it there.
Okay, so it was launched a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
So in what way is it?
And it's been delivered now, so that's what we've finished with.
So it's not a delivery success for Reform. It's not a new initiative that Reform have brought forwards.
We've completed it within that 100-day period.
Okay, it was launched a year ago.
But it's been finished in the 100-day period.
That face speaks 1,000 words, doesn't it? Oh dear, not going well, is it? But apart from flag shagging, surely Reform must have some successes to crow about after their first 100 days being in power.
It's a 3-year pilot.
Yes.
Launched a year ago.
And we've furthered that on in the 100 days.
So it's not been completed and it's not been launched during the 100 days.
It's been launched, not within the 100 days, that's correct.
Okay. Achieved county gigabit coverage milestone. Mm-hmm. Okay, so the gigabit broadband programme, I lose track of this now. I think that began at least 5 years ago. I'd look to any officers who know the exact date. But it's at least 5 years ago. So that was achieved in June. So 5 years plus a few weeks of the new administration. So that's in the 100 days because...
Okay.
The silence is absolutely deafening, isn't it? Yes, a project that was started, was it 5 years ago, is being treated as a Reform success. After a couple of weeks into a newly formed Reform Council winning a local election. Bravo, Reform, bravo! They've proper hit the ground running, haven't they?
Yes, the 6 months earlier that the previous target, this represents gigabyte connectivity to more than 370,000 premises.
Yep.
So that's the milestone that we've achieved in that area.
That's fine. Thank you for that. So the recommendations that we'll vote on a little bit later, the recommendation is notes and challenges the performance and advises of further information and or action required. I think I've just demonstrated this report as it stands is misleading. And I think it needs to be amended. It's unfortunate it's already gone to Cabinet, I believe, but we will be discussing it at full council, and it is a public document. So I think there are some changes. The opening remarks, Councillor Cooper isn't here, so I've deliberately not raised the opening remarks, but two of the things that I've just mentioned are Councillor Cooper's two main highlights for the new administration. I think that table is unfortunate, the one that we've just been discussing. And I think that a recommendation would be that this report is amended so that it doesn't sit in the public domain as it is. We can take recommendations at the end, but I put it there now because I don't want to come back and forth too much. I think I'll leave it there for now. I might come back on some detail later on. But I think it's really important that these public documents that come forward to scrutiny are not political documents. We can do politics in the council chamber or in the outside world. This is a scrutiny document. It's about the performance of the council as a corporate body. And I don't think we need things like this in our reports. Thank you very much, Chair.
No, thank you, Councillor Philip White. That was absolutely hilarious. And it seems to me that instead of hitting the ground running when they won the local election, it seems to be that they've just simply hit the ground and practically broke their own noses. As we can see here is that Refux success is to drape themselves in the flag, best their pants and rub their thighs and start shagging them, and to try and claim credit for previous council projects and successes. Well, what a surprise, eh? A party whose leader is a lazy layback grifter, a traitor to this country and is a national security threat, has a council that is trying to lazily take the credit for something they had nothing to do with. You do surprise me. But anyway, what do you guys think? Let me know down below. And if you want to watch me make a complete clown of myself on Sunday, then please tune in to the Sunday roast at 9:45 if I remember rightly. I'll leave a link in the description box for you. So have a lovely weekend. If you cannot be good at it. And I should just bid you farewell and take care, my friends.